Today I'm going to be grooming Monty, the West Highland Terrier. He's going to be clipped. He's going to have a pet clip with long furnishings, and we're going to be clipping him in a 5F today. He's had a bath, he's been washed in a whitening shampoo, and he's had his pads and his sanitary area clipped and his nails clipped as well. So he's ready to be groomed. So today I'm going to be using a 5F on Monty, and I'm using it on these lovely wall clippers that I've just got. They're nice and quiet. So we're just going to start. So starting from just behind the back of the head, the occiput, to the tail, I'm going to do a straight line. Stay there. Good boy. So just running over the line a few times just to make sure that you've got all the hair. Okay, once I've done that straight line, I'm going to come down the neck to the shoulder to the elbow. If you feel for the elbow, we're coming just above the elbow. And then follow that line, coming up to the skirt. Because Westies are prone to getting clipper lines, it's very important to follow the direction of the coat. You can get a brush and just brush it up and run over it again. Right, so now I'm going to clip the chest. I'm going to come from right up into the V on the head, take all of that out, down to the chest bone, stand, clear away all the neck, coming down in a V. It's okay to see the rosettes. He doesn't want too big a chest. Stand up. So that when he's standing and you look at him from the side, it should be a nice flat. Good boy. So, coming around the back end, I'm just going to come down, stay there, good boy, stand, good boy. Just going to come down to the rosettes. And I'm going to also clip the underside of the tail. Stay. Good boy. So now the clipping's done, we're going to deal with the furnishings. first thing I'm going to do is under and around the feet. So his pads have been clipped out, so there's not that much under there, but just clearing away any hair from under the feet. Good boy. So once we've done underneath, we can go around that foot. I'm using curved scissors just to make it a little bit easier. And the same on the front, everything from underneath. Good boy, stay. Just trim around the foot. It needs to be quite a tight round foot. So make sure you come right up without exposing the nails, but come right up to the foot. Stay there, good boy. Once you've been round it once, pull all the hair to the side. Check that you haven't missed anything. And pull it all forward. Stay there. Good boy. And then pull it all to the other side. Good boy. Once you stay. And spend quite a bit of time on the feet getting them right, because if you've got nice feet, it makes everything else look nice. So that's the feet done on that side, so you just need to repeat the same thing on the other side. So now that we've done the clipping and the feet, we're going to do some blending so that none of this skirt line sticks out and it all looks like it blends in naturally. They shouldn't have what I call a tutu skirt sticking out, so everything should just fall off the dog naturally. It should look like he just grows like this. So I'm going to start on the thigh where there's quite a lot of heavy hair. Just get some thinners and just take out some of the weight. And when you're thinning, try and thin either up or down, not sideways, so that you don't get any scissor marks. Good boy, stand. Okay, round the bum, you want it to look nice and flat as well. So, a bit of thinning around there. Stand. If you're worried about the rosette showing anywhere, so on the back or the front, you can always use a bit of chalk just to take away the pinkness of the skin. Okay, so if we look at this dog from the side, we don't have any hair protruding. It's nice and flat at the back. Same on the shoulder. And the same around the front. So again, if we look at this dog from the side, looking at the front, there's no hair protruding. You should have a nice tight shoulder. I'm using the thinners just to get a slightly closer finish on the front than the 5 blade. You could use a 7 down the front just to make it slightly closer, but I think thinners just looks a bit more natural. And just any stray hairs that the clippers didn't manage to get, I can just get with my thinners and it looks quite natural. Okay, so there's no hair sticking out. It doesn't look heavy anywhere, just flows into that skirt and into the furnishings. Okay, so now that we've done all the blending, I'm just going to tidy up these furnishings. First thing I'm going to do is the back leg. I'm just going to pull all that coat forward. And I'm just going to tidy up that line. Stay. You can do it with thinners or straights, whatever you prefer. Stay. Thinners do tend to give a more natural look. Make sure when you trim the skirt that you do go all the way through. Stay there. When you get to the front leg, they want a slightly tubed front leg. So no hair protruding past the front of the foot. Good boy. Stand. Okay, coming around the back. You just want a V. Good boy. Good boy, stand up. And as he is a pet, you don't want anything too heavy anywhere. You want to keep it all nice and blended, easy to manage. The furnishings you can take as short as you like, depending on the owner's requests. Obviously, if you're thinking of doing a sitting gills exam or something like that, then you want to keep them longer. But for a pet dog, you can take them much shorter. And you want the back leg to just flow into that skirt. Good boy. And coming around the front. Just want to tidy up the chest hair. Again, it all needs to balance. So if you've got a long skirt, you need more hair coming between the legs and more hair at the back. If you've got a short skirt, you would take this all a lot shorter. They don't want a big protruding bib, they just want a little bit of hair between the legs. The front leg, you can just lift it up and tidy the inside line. Stay. Stay. Good boy. And repeat the same on the other side. Right, so now I'm going to do the tail, and Westie should have a carrot tail. So when we say carrot tail, we don't mean anything too wide, so not Christmas tree-like, but a carrot, but a thick, juicy carrot, not a skinny one. So first thing is I'm going to just take off the excess from the end of the tail. And then I'm going to pull all the hair down and any hair that's underneath. Bit of a straight scissors. Trim away any excess hair. And pull the hair up on top and just keep it padded. So that it tapers in as you get to the end. Tails are one of those things that you'll go over and over them, and no matter how many times you go over them, when you put the dog down, you'll see some straggly hairs that need to be fixed. Stay. You can use your thinners as well. You don't need to use straights if you don't feel confident. And just keep brushing it to each side and tidying the line. Okay, so now moving on to the head, I'm just going to put a little bit of thick and thicker onto Monty's head, which is just a hairspray, just to give it a bit of hold so that the hair on top of the head stands up. And that's going to make it easier to get the shape that we want. Okay? So once I've done that, I'm going to clip his ears with a 10. So I'm clipping just the tips, the top third, not too far down the ear. So both sides, starting on the top, using my fingers on the other side, clipping the tip, and then turn the ear around and clipping the other side, always clipping upwards towards the tip of the ear. Okay, same on the other side. Good boy. Right. Good boy. Once I've clipped the ear, I'm just going to use my scissors, scissoring upwards towards the tip, Just going to scissor the edges of where we've clipped. Stay. Nice and close as you can get it. Okay, so now you can see his little tips of the ears sticking out. Right, so we're doing everything nice and round. We should just see the little tips of the ears sticking out, and the nose should be in the middle. So first thing I'm going to do is coming from the jaw. You can do it with thinners or straights. I'm going to do it with thinners. Coming from the jaw, up, round, and into the ear. Don't take too much off at the base of the ear. If you take too much off at the base of the ear, those ears will stick out. Just coming in. Stay. Good boy. And I like to make it look a little bit sharper, so I'll just use my straights just there. Once I've done that, I can fold the ear in half. Stay. And just take off any excess from the other side. Same on the other side. So the corner of the eyes, I'm going to clear the corner of the eyes. I'm not going to take the hair completely away, I'm just going to take enough for him to be able to see, just for vision. And I'm going to pull that fringe forward. And take some off the visor. Not too much off there. If you take too much, they almost look like they've been hit in the face. They do need an overhanging visor. It should probably reach about halfway, when it's pulled forward, about halfway along the nose. Right, so when doing a Westie head, the longest part should be between the ears. Spray just to get it to stand up. And I'm just rounding it off. They don't want too tidy a head, they do want a bit of a messy head. Size of the face, be careful not to leave that too heavy. Lots of people leave that too heavy. It does need to be taken down. And again, thinking round. Stop every now and then, just hold the ears and have a look at your face and see if it's looking nice and round. And there. Westies are prone to this staining. There's not much you can do about it. It's from saliva or just being wet. So you kind of just have to use the best whitening shampoo that you can. Coming up and around the back of the ear. Make sure it's round as well. Blend in where you stopped clipping.